The richest man in the village owned 3 houses, 12 fields, and more gold than anyone could count. Yet every evening he sat alone, staring at an empty chair. Nobody understood why, until a 10-year-old boy asked him a question that changed everything. In the village of Sundarapur lived Mr. Raman, the wealthiest man around. He had servants, cattle, gardens, and a huge mansion. But he was famous for one strange thing. Every evening, he would place a plate of food on an empty chair beside him. Then, he would eat in silence. The villagers whispered, "Maybe he talks to ghosts. Maybe he's lost his mind." One old woman said, "Maybe the chair owns the house." The village laughed. Even Raman's servants had no idea why he did it. One day, a cheerful 10-year-old boy named Arjun came to deliver vegetables. Unlike the adults, Arjun wasn't afraid to ask questions. He pointed at the chair. "Sir, why do you feed furniture?" Raman nearly choked on his tea. The servants burst out laughing. Arjun continued, "If the chair gets hungry, should we also feed the table?" Everyone laughed harder. Even Raman smiled. But he didn't answer. Instead, he asked, "Would you like to come tomorrow evening?" Arjun agreed. The next day, Arjun arrived. Again, the plate was placed before the empty chair. Again, Raman waited. Minutes passed. Nobody came. Finally, Arjun asked, "Who are we waiting for?" Raman looked at the chair. "My friend." Arjun looked around. "There is nobody here." Raman nodded. "I know." Raman began telling a story. "When I was young, I was poor. I had nothing. There were days when I couldn't afford food. One winter evening, he collapsed from hunger near a market. People walked past him. Nobody stopped. Except one man, a poor carpenter named Hari. Hari took him home, shared his meal, gave him a blanket, and helped him find work. For years they remained friends. Then Raman became successful, very successful. He became so busy earning money that he visited Hari less and less. I kept saying I would visit him tomorrow, 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 until one day I heard he had died. The room became silent. Raman stared at the empty chair. The last time Hari invited me for dinner, I told him I was too busy. He died a week later. Arjun lowered his eyes. Raman continued, "This chair reminds me of something." "What?" "That success means very little if you forget the people who helped you reach it." Arjun thought for a moment. Then he smiled. "I think Hari would be angry." Raman looked surprised. "Why?" "Because instead of helping people, you're feeding a chair." The servants struggled not to laugh. Even Raman chuckled. Arjun continued, "If your friend was kind, maybe the best way to honor him is to help someone else." For a long moment, Raman said nothing. Then he slowly smiled. The very next day, Raman made an announcement. Every evening, anyone hungry could eat at his home. Farmers, travelers, workers, children, everyone was welcome. Soon the dining hall was filled with laughter, stories, friendships, and people helping one another. The empty chair remained, but now it stood among many occupied chairs. Years later, Arjun asked Raman, "Do you still miss your friend?" Raman smiled. "Every day." "Then why do you look happy now?" Raman pointed at the crowded tables. "Because every act of kindness here began with his." Success is not measured by what you accumulate. It is measured by how many lives become better because you were here. The world remembers wealthy people for a while, but it remembers kind people forever.